Let's dive into what is, without a doubt, one of the most high-stakes leadership handoffs in history. It's a story all about what happens when a legend leaves the stage and a new leader has to step up into some impossibly big shoes.
I mean, just picture this for a second. For 40 years, one man, Moses, has been the guy. He's the one who talked to God, the one who led millions out of slavery. And just like that, he's gone. A whole generation is literally standing on the edge of the promised land, but their guide isn't with them anymore. The question just hanging in the air is huge, and frankly, it's terrifying. What on earth happens now?
So where does the story go from here? Well, the spotlight immediately swings over to one guy, Joshua. And I want you to notice his title here, Moses' aide. This isn't some prince or general. For decades, he's been the ultimate number two, always in the background, watching, serving, learning. He's known for being loyal, but now he's getting yanked out of the shadows and thrown right into the main event.
Now, this isn't some slow, drawn-out process. Nope. The transition happens in a flash, and it comes as a direct, crystal-clear commission. This is the exact moment everything changes for Joshua, and really, for everyone. And the message kicks off with a statement that is just incredibly blunt. Moses, my servant, is dead. There's no tiptoeing around it. The past is acknowledged, but boom, the focus is immediately on what's next. The command is simple, direct, and for everybody, you and all these people. This is a nationwide mobilization, and Joshua is suddenly the one holding the megaphone. Okay, so with the command comes a promise. And this first part, it's huge. It's a promise of territory, a massive stretch of land. This isn't just some vague, things will be great kind of promise. It's a specific mission with a tangible reward, and it directly connects what Joshua is doing back to that original promise made to Moses. But honestly, the promise of land is one thing. This next part, this is everything. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. This is the ultimate seal of approval. It's what gives Joshua his legitimacy. He's not just a military leader. He's now the divinely appointed successor, with the exact same spiritual backing that made Moses a giant of history. All right, so Joshua's got his mission. He's got the promise. But what's the secret sauce? What does he actually need to do to make this all happen? Well, the text basically hammers one specific instruction home, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You can really feel the importance build with each repetition. The first time we hear it, it's pretty straightforward. It's tied to the enormous physical task in front of them, leading an entire nation to conquer a new land. It's a call for that classic battlefield bravery, the kind of grit any general needs. But that's just scratching the surface. But then it comes up again, and you gotta pay attention here because one little word is added. Very. Be strong and very courageous. Things just got more intense. And why? Because this time it's tied to something very specific. And this is where it all clicks into place. This courage isn't just about being tough on the battlefield. No. Real success, real prosperity. It comes from sticking to the law, to the letter. Thinking about it, talking about it, living it, without swerving 1 inch. This is the game plan. So courage here is actually an act of radical, faithful obedience. And then comes the third and final time, and it's a total mic drop moment. It's a rhetorical question. Have I not commanded you? It's like saying, we've been over this. This is the deal. It's the final, undeniable stamp on the most important instruction Joshua will ever receive. And it's so cool how this last command is immediately followed by what not to do. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged. And why? Because that promise of divine presence isn't just for the big moments. It's for wherever you go. The command to be brave is powered by the promise that you are never, ever alone. So you've got this massive, divine commission. The pressure is insane. What does Joshua do? Does he freeze up? Does he call a meeting? Nope. He acts. He immediately translates that divine command into decisive, real-world action. I mean, check out his very first order. It's a masterclass in clear, decisive leadership. A simple 3-step plan. He tells them what to do, go, how to do it, prepare, and when it's happening, 3 days. There's no fluff, no ambiguity. This is a leader who gets it and is ready to move. Okay. But before a single person can take a step towards that river, Joshua hits his first real leadership hurdle,
And it's not an enemy army, it's an internal issue. A couple of the tribes have already gotten their land on the east side of the river. Are they just going to sit this one out? This is a huge test of national unity right from the get-go. And how Joshua handles this is just brilliant. He doesn't invent a new rule. He just reminds them of a promise they already made to Moses. Their duty is clear. Your warriors have to cross the river and fight alongside your brothers. Then you can come back home. He frames it perfectly, not as a chore, but as a shared destiny. So, Joshua has just shown he's a real leader, able to handle tricky internal politics. And that has a huge impact, because now the last piece of the puzzle needs to fall into place. How are the people going to respond to their new commander?
And their response? It is just absolute, total commitment. This is an unconditional pledge of allegiance. There's no, let's talk about it, no hesitation. They're putting all their chips on Joshua, mirroring the trust he's put in his own commission.
But this next line, this is the one that really seals the deal. Just as we fully obeyed Moses, so we will obey you. With those words, the people officially sign off on Joshua as the true successor. The leadership baton has been passed, not just from God, but now from the people too. They do have one condition though, and it's so interesting when you think about it. It's really less of a demand and more of a prayer. They're basically saying, our loyalty is tied to that same divine presence you were promised. They get it. They know that Joshua's strength and their own success hinges on that same power that was with Moses.
And then, to cap it all off, we get this incredible full circle moment. The people echo God's central command right back to their new leader. After laying out some serious consequences for rebellion, they encourage him with those exact same words. Only be strong and courageous. It's amazing. The transfer is complete. The leader, the people, the mission, everything is locked in.
So think about where we are. Joshua has the mandate from on high. He's proven he can lead, and the entire nation is behind him. It's the perfect setup, right? Everything seems aligned for a smashing success. Which, of course, leaves us with that one big, lingering question. With everything so perfectly in place, what could possibly stand in their way?